Welcome once again to From Disaster to Hope, when we show you what happens when God's people do their best in the midst of the worst. Sabrina Diz, she is one of the newest members of the Food for the Poor family and the latest project manager for Honduras. Great to have you with us today.
Thank you, Chris.
2020, no pun intended, but a perfect storm in the midst of COVID. We're talking about a little village in the midst of the Sula Valley. Tell us what happened during that time.
Sure. During the Hurricane Eta and Iota disasters, um, months after COVID started, there were about 17 families that lived on the riverbank, um, using the river waters for their agricultural crops, small crops, not anything large or too profitable, but they were making do. They lived in little stick mud homes that we call bajareke mud. It's the type of mud that is used. And unfortunately, the hurricanes wiped them out, wiped the homes, their belongings, their little crops, their little gardens, and they went to shelters, just like over 50,000 people did at that time, just makeshift shelters under overpasses, in parking lots, on the side of roads. But fortunately, we heard from them. We were able to identify where they were, where their families were, and move quickly to put a project together to build them homes, concrete 2-bedroom homes with flushable toilets, which they've never had, running water out of faucets and showers, and even running water so they can wash their laundry, things they could only dream about. And I'm sure we're just absolutely shocked and surprised when they were so blessed with these homes. It took us less than 9 months to get this project together, and they're just so happy and thankful. We want to continue working with them. Um, they're just so invested in each other and in their future and in their children's future, that we see them as wonderful candidates for our sustainable community development project, which means continuing to work with them to turn them into a whole community and infrastructure and economic opportunities, workshops, psychological interventions, and other supports, so that they can not only get through this traumatic experience with a home, but really move and grow from there to be able to send their children to school, to be able to look for permanent employment, higher level employment, maybe even literacy classes for the parents, financial classes. We offer all of that. So we have tremendous amount of hope for them and their future generations.
We're talking with Sabrina Diz. She is the Honduras project manager for the country of Honduras. And I'm going to just take a moment to let you know, even if you can't find Honduras on a map, we have an amazing resource on our website. If you go to foodforthepoor.org and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see a cache of flags. And right under it, it says Honduras. You click on there. And correct me if I'm wrong, Sabrina, they can see every project that we've been doing in the whole history of Food for the Poor's work in Honduras, can't they?
Yeah, a lot of all the numbers of houses and schools and clinics and projects that we're working on now, and just the history of what we've done in Honduras with everyone's help.
On this edition of From Disaster to Hope, we've been talking about the amazing disaster that took place in 2020 and the amazing quick movement of relief. And we just have to go back a little bit and talk about our partner Saputo there, that we've been working with from the beginning. And it was just amazing to see the response of projects that we've already started there, fishing villages where boats were used that were normally used to help fishermen make a living, but they were being used as rescue boats. We were able to get aid on the ground in a matter of hours. My
Absolutely.
goodness.
Yeah, it was just an incredible response. Se pudo. It started off as a small women's empowerment organization, helping women attain training, vocational trainings for jobs, and has grown to be one of the largest NGOs in Honduras, helping everyone uh, who is vulnerable, elderly, low income, in crisis, of all ages. Um, and they have just they have grown because of their incredible passion and commitment to their communities, and the partnership that we have forged together with them has grown stronger. We just can't do the work we do in Honduras without them.
We have to have you back to talk about what's next. What's now, what's wow, and the future of this thing called hope in Honduras. Sabrina Diz, our very special guest today on From Disaster to Hope. And again, foodforthepoor.org is our website. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, hit the flag that says Honduras, and find out more about the great work that Sabrina's doing as a project manager, or work with Saputo, and the work that you can make possible. And of course, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe here on our YouTube channel. We've got a lot more great stories coming your way. Sabrina, God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, Christopher. Thank you.
I'm Chris Wallace. We'll see you next time.
From Disaster to Hope is a production of Food for the Poor, united in God's work.